Y'all, we can always tell when somebody doesn't have a vision or when they have a plan of a plan. I'm not being shady. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome and welcome back. However this finds you, I hope it finds you well. I'm not going to be on here for a long time, but I'm on here for a visionary time. As we wrap up the year, let me ask you something. What did you achieve this year that made you feel truly proud? What were those moments that you felt aligned, like you were showing up as your most authentic version of yourself? On the flip side, where did you struggle? Were there times that you felt invisible, misunderstood, or like your personal brand wasn't quite hitting the mark? Listen, you're not alone. As we step into the next year, it's clear that we will all need a powerful and purposeful plan for how we show up, whether that is in our careers, our businesses, or just life in general. I am so pleased to share with you a component that's going to help you start off strong for next year. That is my personal brand vision board. The link to it is below. Y'all, this isn't about setting goals. It's not about resolutions. A fun fact about me is I'm not big on New Year's resolutions. I never really have been. I believe that change happens when we plan and then move forward in that plan, and when there's an ease in the background, and of course when there is some guidance. I started the Ajayi Effect in 2008, and I had no idea at the time where my brand would go, but I knew how I wanted to impact people. I sat down with a pen and paper. I wrote down the vision for what I wanted to happen, how I wanted to feel, how I wanted to be seen, who I wanted to impact, and I refined. And I wrote again, and I refined again. Almost 20 years later, I could have never imagined exactly how my story was going to play out. This is about creating a vision for who you are, what you stand for, and the impact that you want to make. Think of this as part of your personal blueprint, a way to make sure that this year is the year that you step into your story. Your story is written by you. The rest is still unwritten. Today, I'm going to talk about one component of this vision board, and that is the most important section, the most powerful section, and that is your core values. Now, you may be thinking, I know my values. But have you ever really sat down to reflect on how they guide everything that you do? That is your decisions, how they shape your personal brand, how they show up in your life every day. Your personal values determine how you move each and every second of your life. Here's what I love so much about this exercise. It forces you to pause and get really clear on what really matters to you. Your core values are the foundation. They are the bedrock. They're what ground you when things get chaotic, when they don't make sense, and when it's time for you to make big moves. I have a feeling that there are going to be some chaotic times ahead. I don't know, something in my gut tells me. Anyway, let's think about a value like integrity. How does that show up in the way you communicate with others, in the projects you say yes to, and even in the way you present yourself online? If you're operating out of integrity, then the essence of everything you do within those spaces I just mentioned shows up and shows out. Or maybe your value is creativity. How does that influence your work, how you solve problems, the way you connect with an audience? This section of the vision board isn't about creating an aspirational list of who you want to be. It is about identifying the values that already drive you so that you can lean in, refine, and be even more intentional about them. Because when your personal brand aligns with your core values, that is when the magic happens. That's when people not only notice you, but also trust you. That, friends, That part is important. Once you define your values, you can then use them as a filter for every decision that you make 365 days a year. Your goals, are they in alignment with what you stand for? Or did they come from someplace else? Are you showing up in ways that reflect your truest self? These are questions that, when the answers are revealed, will take you from to magnetic and magnificent. Y'all, that's just one section from the vision board that I created. We also dive into your mission, your vision, and so much more. But it all begins with clarity on what you value most. Next year, we all know, is going to be a big year. Whether you are ready to level up in your career, amplify your voice, connect with your community in a way that is more authentic, this personal brand vision board is the tool that will set you up for success. The work of visioning isn't finite. It isn't something that you have to have done by January 1st. It took me all of this time to develop this iteration of the Ajayi Effect. And in the 20 some odd years to come, the Ajayi Effect will be even more refined. And here's the thing, it is an honor to 20 years in the making come to you and talk with you about the things that mean so much to me. And it is my goal to be able to continue to influence your life, to come to you in your world in a way that will be dynamic, powerful, fun, adventurous, exciting, and all the things. Like I said, I would not be on here for a long time, but for a visionary time. And I think I delivered, but you tell me. The link for your copy of the Personal Brand Vision Board is below in the description. This is the first step towards owning your narrative and making a mark. I cannot wait to see what you come up with and how you show up in the days, weeks, months, and years ahead. Let's make it intentional. Let's make it impactful. Be sure to share this with a few of your guys or your girlies. And remember, until next time, you're capable of big things.